Hey guys, Sylvia here, and the reason why I have furry arms today is because I'm currently filming this while I am visiting my parents' place for the holidays, and I did not bring enough sweaters, and one of the warmest things I brought was this furry jacket, and my parents refused to turn on the heater anymore, so this is what I'm doing. So today I'm here to talk about my facelift. My facelift in the form of a $300 facial. A Biologique Recherche facial to be exact. They are a French brand that has some cult favorite products you guys may have heard of. One of the most famous ones being the P50 toner. If you guys do just a little quick Google search online, you will see so many reviews and raves about the P50 toner. So before this, I personally had never tried the brand before, most likely because their products aren't mass advertised and mass available at places like Sephora, Shoppers, Walmart, etc. However, being the skincare junkie that I am, I had heard of the brand before. When they reached out to me to try out their facial and some of their products, I was so excited. I felt like a skincare queen. Next to designer bags, skincare is probably one of the things that I would be willing to spend the most money on. If you're going to tell me that a product is going to be my fountain of youth in my skin, I will pay money for it. So there are only select salons that provide the Biologique Recherche facials because they have very specific facial routines that take weeks for training. So I got mine done at the 121 salon in Toronto. It's such a beautiful studio, and the esthetician that was helping me, I believe her name was Veronika, was so sweet. She had the best skin. I was like, girl, if these products are gonna make my skin look as great as yours, I am sold. So of course she started off by asking me a bunch of questions about my skin to ensure that she used the right products for my skin type. We started off with some gentle cleansing. Now I've gotten quite a few facials in my lifetime, and one thing that was a notable difference for this one is that they use cool or room temperature water and general routine on your skin. I asked the esthetician why that is because I'm so used to getting my face steamed or warmed up with warm water. She says that hot water can actually negatively affect your skin and then also irritate it. The products don't need any severe temperature to be worked on that would alter your skin. Another thing you'll notice is that she only ever works in upward motions. Like, it is by the books. She will only move my face in upward motions. She explains that it helps keep the skin lifted and it doesn't drag your skin downwards, and you never want to pull and drag at your skin. It's just a simple pushing upward motion. Alongside that, all the products always started off being applied to my décolleté area. So that's like pretty much, you know, around your shoulders and upwards. I know a lot of people call this area your French face because apparently the French consider the neck and the décolleté to be part of their face skincare routine. I do think that it's very important and a place that a lot of people neglect, and you can see aging really comes from that area. I have definitely seen older people with beautiful smooth skin on their face, and you can tell they've been taking care of it, but then you look down to their neck where it's wrinkly, saggy, and you can really see the aging effects of the neck. When we got to the part when the famous toner P50 got to touch my face for the first time, one of the first things that I noticed is the smell. So with that product, and along with all their other products, you will notice that the smell is not the typical fragrant, floral, fresh smelling skincare that you would typically find in the majority of other skincare products. It's very obvious that they don't use artificial fragrances, and they kind of just embrace the natural smell of the ingredients being used. Nothing about their packaging and their presentation is like frou-frou and frilly. They are a very science and technology based company and care about truly what the product is doing for your skin, which is what I can really appreciate. While I can appreciate really pretty design in the product and the smell and everything, I really truly care about what is going on to my skin and what's going to work on my skin. So if you notice in a lot of other skincare brands that I do appreciate, a lot of their lines are very straightforward. They also don't use like the physical tactics that a lot of other facials do, like extractions or like hardcore full exfoliation or squeezing of pores and blackheads. None of that. They really rely on the active ingredients in their products to do all that work. So instead of exfoliating with like an actual scrub, their toner has exfoliating properties that will exfoliate the skin without the physical harshness. And whenever I went to other facials, I always struggled with having large pores and blackheads right beside my nose right here, and I felt that a lot of times they were using extraction tools to take it out, and while it looked clean in that one time, afterwards very quickly my pores would reappear and get all black-headed again. However, with the exfoliation method that's in their toner, with continued use of it, my pores have consistently stayed small and clean because I'm not relying on that one-time extraction of the facial. It's actually the product itself that helps maintain my skin afterwards, after the facial, rather than just a tactic being used during the facial. So then we went into the most interesting and my favorite part, the facelift. I had never experienced anything like this before, and the techniques that they use were just crazy. Like, I've never seen someone like not pluck up my skin, but like, I don't know, just all these emotions were happening in my face, and I'm like, how do I replicate this and do this at home? Realizing that I definitely cannot, but it truly blew my mind. So she started by doing half of my face so that I could see the difference in what it made, and woo! The difference was crazy. My boyfriend was in the room helping me film, and before I got to look at myself, he looked at me and he's like, whoa, I can see a huge difference on one half of your face. One half of my face just looked way more lifted. It looked really plump. My cheekbone looked like an inch higher. My chin and everything was just so chiseled. I wish you guys all could have been in that room with me to see the difference. Hopefully the clips that I have will do it justice and you can see a bit of that lift on one side of my face, but I was blown away. I think that was the most unique part of the facial, being able to get a facelift, a little facelift, without any like injections and Botox and stuff. So we also did a little bit of mask and of course some serums and moisturizer that went on afterwards to finish me up. So I got a bunch of products to bring home and try, and I actually did a 2-week of fully Biologique Recherche skincare routine. Typically I'm the type of person where I have a bunch of different brands within my skincare routine and I just like go through the motions, but this one was fully Biologique Recherche except for the cleansers. Of course, this skincare routine was specially customized for myself, so it's best for my skin. If you guys are interested in looking out for a skincare routine that works for you, definitely go see a Biologique Recherche esthetician that can help prescribe the products that work best for your skin. And get the facial. It is so worth it because not only do you get that beautiful result after the facial, if you continue to use the products, the effects of the facial will continue to show for like 2 weeks after. She told me about like 10 days afterwards I'll still see the effects of the facial, which I very much did. Think of it as a fee to enter the gates to amazing skin. Skin rejuvenation, lifted skin, a facelift. Okay, so at night after I fully cleanse my face, I of course go in with my P50 toner. Mine is specifically the one that's the PIGM 400 because I have a little bit of dark spots on my skin. So what you do with this toner is you put a little bit on a cotton pad and then you start by patting it in an upward motion, starting at your décolleté and your neck, patting it in an upward motion all across your face. This will provide evening out your skin and exfoliating it. Then I will go in with the Oligo-Proteines Marines Serum. Okay, y'all, all these product names are in French. And y'all know that I dropped out of French in grade 10, so please excuse my pronunciation. So this serum she picked out specifically for my skin because of the pores that I have here and some of the fine lines around my eyes. So she just suggested that I put some on my fingers and start from the middle of my face where my pores are and tap out to the under portion of my eye into my forehead, just working my way out. And then lastly, for the nighttime routine, a very simple 3-step routine. I use the Crème VIP 02 for my moisturizer. I have never had any skincare product with the same texture as this moisturizer, and I love it because it just feels like you're putting like a silk mask onto your skin. I don't know how to describe it, but there's a silky, watery silky element to it, almost as if you're putting on a silky primer, but no, not really. I don't know. It's just like putting silk onto your skin. I think that is really what helps my pores stay closed and smooth and looking good and making my skin look really smooth. It's that like silk film. And then in the morning, I never wash my face in the morning because I feel like it dries out my face for the rest of the day. I usually just use a toner or a micellar water, and in this case I'm using Biologique Recherche Micellaire Biosensible, which is a micellar water. So I just put that on a cotton pad and wipe my face in a gentle upwards motion, always starting off on my neck. And then we go in with the Holy Grail P50 toner. Again, you use this morning and night. After that, I use the Crème Contour de Yeux, so an eye contour cream for day usage. This one specifically says just for day usage. Then of course the amazing Crème VIP 02 all over my face. face again. I actually love using this during the day because it gives me that smoothness on my face. It's almost like a mini primer and prepper for my makeup. And then the one different thing that I use in the morning that I don't use at night is the Silk Plus Elixir de Douceur Moisturizing Elixir for the face. This one, out of all the products that I use, smells the funkiest, but it works really well, so I just hold my breath, put it on, wash my hands, and then the smell is less potent. I honestly feel like this one smells like a sour soy sauce. Like, that's what it smells like to me. The packaging is a little bit tricky on this one because when you spray it, it's like a very concentrated spray, so it's hard to get it all over your face. So what I just do is I spray it onto my fingers, and then I use my fingers like this and just pat it onto my skin. Because this one's a little bit stickier, it's hard to move around the face. I just start it in the middle of my face and move its way out, and then put the extra onto my neck. They say that this product is a perfect primer for your makeup, and I do see that because it leaves that smooth, not sticky, but like smooth, ready to adhere with makeup feeling to your face. I think there were two standout aspects that really impressed me the most about the skincare routine. Firstly, the pores that I get around here, 110% improved so much. I used to have kind of like dark little spots here from follicles and whatnot, and my pores would be also quite big. After using this routine for 2 weeks, my pores haven't come back to what they were before the facial, which was large, greasy, and gross. They've always been very small. They look really smoothed out. Nothing is black in there. It's very clean and smoothed out, and I'm very, very, very happy about that because I was having a lot of troubles in that trouble area. Secondly, I truly feel that my skin has continued to stay very tight and lifted, and I think that's due to the fact that I took that whole lifting up motion and really took care of my skin for the 2 weeks so far. I did all of my skincare routine upwards, took care of my neck area, and I feel my neck looks really tight and lifted, and I feel like my skin around my chin looks fairly lifted. Usually I feel like I get, you know, really chubby around this area, but I feel like my jawline is pretty apparent on both sides here, when in the past it has gotten more like blended in. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that I taught you guys something new. Perhaps it's time for you to get a facelifting, a facial as well. If you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. I'm happy to help answer them, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. See ya!